Welcome to Ellgia, an innovative waste and recycling organisation. We want to show you how we transform your waste into valuable resources and usable fuels, used to create renewable energy in the form of heat and electricity. Collections from our customers are organised via our state-of-the-art IT platform, enabling us to route our fleet of over 70 frontline vehicles with the highest levels of efficiency. Linked to our weighbridge system, this cradle-to-grave capture of data not only offers real-time logistical solutions to our customers, but instant access to key data via our online portal. This gives our customers essential management information about how they can improve environmental performance. Once our customer's waste arrives at the site, our first decision is where we allocate the waste into our process. Through the waste description, intimate knowledge of our customers and high levels of waste identification training, we're able to determine which of our 5 processing lines are best suited to extract maximum value with the least amount of energy and wastage. And this is where the transformation begins, turning waste into a resource. Ellgia's model is to extract and maximize the value of recyclate from within what you discard, and then transform the remaining waste into fuel via a number of physical treatments. At our primary processing line, waste is consolidated with other similar streams, and bulkier, more difficult items are hand-segregated and separated. Remaining mixed stream is then shredded to sub-300 mm particle size, enabling it to pass through our first mechanical processing line efficiently. Here, waste is loaded onto a conveyor system, where a series of overband magnets separate and collect valuable metals from within the waste. The remainder is then passed over a vibrating screen with various fingers and filters separating the smaller fractions from the heavier, inert fractions. These bulkier residues are redirected for further refinement via our inert processing line and eventually reused as aggregate products. The waste continues its journey to the picking cabin, where a number of trained operatives extract up to 5 different materials. Items extracted at this stage are not only picked for their recyclable value, but also to remove waste streams that are not accepted in the next stage fuel production process. All the extracted materials are then stored for further processing and prepared for transport to recycling partners for further refining. By this stage, we've reduced the volume of material by approximately 50%. The prepared feedstock is then transported to our fuel production plant, where it's consolidated with other direct delivered streams in our tipping hall. This fuel feedstock is then shredded again to a sub-150 mm particle size. This enables further metal extraction and maximizes throughput in the automated fuel production cycle. The feedstock material is conveyed past another overband magnet before entering a rotating drum, known as a trommel, with a series of different size screen filters. This filter separates suitable fuel materials as well as unsuitable heavier fractions. The remaining feedstock is then subject to a visual quality control process. We employ trained operatives dedicated to reviewing the product as it passes on the conveyor and manually extracting any unsuitable material. The feedstock will then enter the final separation process, where an eddy current and density separator will exclude any incompatible or non-ferrous streams. The remaining material makes its way to the third and final shredder. The final shredding process produces 30 mm solid recovered fuel, or SRF product, which is then sampled and analysed to ensure it reaches the correct specifications prior to distribution. One essential specification requirement for SRF production is the achievement of low moisture content. Ellgia has invested in significant infrastructure to enable the management of this via their biomass boiler and drying floors. Fueled by Grade A wood extracted from waste on site, the energy produced is converted, via a heat exchanger, into hot air, which is blown through specially designed serrated floors. SRF fuel or feedstock is placed on these floors, and the moisture content reduced to meet the required specification for fuel. Ellgia has developed many offtake partners for fuels both within the UK and across Europe. Materials within the UK are bulk delivered by our dedicated fleet of walking floor trailers to nationwide energy recovery facilities. For our partners outside of the UK, the product is baled and wrapped to a specific requirement before being transported to various ports before shipment to energy recovery plants across Europe. This particular example shows how we can convert the simple contents of a skip into valuable recyclate and high-spec energy-producing fuel through our SRF process. Not all waste streams are suitable for this high-spec SRF fuel. Trade waste, for example, contains organic materials such as food and green waste and has a much higher moisture content. But that doesn't mean it can't be mined for value or refined into an energy-producing fuel. Trade waste delivered to our processing facility is deposited in a separate, dedicated area where we manually sort the visible recycling streams and shred the waste, enabling the extraction of valuable metals and the preparation of particle size to meet the refuse-derived fuel specification. The high organic matter of trade waste makes recycling extraction difficult, but is perfect feedstock for lower calorific value, or CV, energy recovery facilities across the UK and Europe. As with our high-spec SRF, Ellgia has developed with both UK and foreign partners for the receipt of this lower specification fuel, known as refuse-derived fuel, or RDF. To export RDF, the fuel product must be treated, baled and wrapped to strict specifications including weight, bale dimension, density, wrap material, thickness, colour and coverage. Once complete, the fuel is stored before being loaded directly into shipping containers, secured and sent for shipping to energy recovery facilities sites across Europe, leaving the Ellgia facility after completing its journey from waste to fuel.